Hello and welcome to another episode of Ifitwe. Yes, I'm back again. Yes, bringing this news to you hot, bringing to you fresh. For those of you who haven't caught up, a lot of European competitions have been played, Europa League, Champions League, and I want to talk about some certain candidates that we need to discuss on this our FitBU episode. If you are new to this series is where anybody can get it. That is the motto. Anybody can get it. If you support a club that is brought into this panel, you can get it. If you are a club that you have been doing well and one day you mess up, you can get it. Arsenal. I mentioned their name. Yes, welcome to another episode of If It Be You. Again, if you love this series, please like, subscribe, please now share. We don't charge. We don't do 30 days, 30 days free trial. It's free 99. So please share, subscribe if you love this content. It also encourages me. I beg, encourage this help small business. I be small business now. Help me out. All right, let's go right into the matter. The first candidate of this If It Be You episode, Thomas Oluwadamilare Tuchu. Come forward. Come forward. You went into a Bayern Munich squad that literally wins the Bundesliga back to back. Even when they are poor. On their poorest season, they are winning the Bundesliga. You went in there, you changed the situation. Giving it to, I give all the credit to Xabi Alonso. I'm not just gonna say that. Well, you handed it. You didn't hand anything to them. Xabi Alonso, the Bayern Leverkusen team, deserve exactly what they. But you, how can you just come in? They gave you literally everything that you needed, but probably one CDM that you did not get. Literally, that's only one CDN I can, because I was thinking about it. Like, what else does Tuchu need for him to be an elite manager, for him to be a consistent serial winner? Not that you're not a serial winner, but among your stocks, and your stock don't get K-Lego. Because this one that we are seeing now in this Bayern Munich team, anyway, you are living anyway. With this Bayern Munich team, you have made nonsense of talents that have been in that squad. It's a squad that has Musiala, Harry Kane, Götze, Sane, Kingsley Coman, Alfonso Davis. Like, you have Kim J, the guy that you brought from Napoli that you barely ever played. You have the lead. Like, what do you need in a squad that you couldn't really drive home and win that game against Bayern Munich? And I'm talking about the Bayern Munich game. I wasn't even, like, I'm just giving you context because of this man, Kula, he don't a fool. You don't a fool for him to get to this episode. But today, it matter, you don't reach here. So we are going to talk about him. Especially against the game against Real Madrid. I watched the game. At least I caught the second half of the game. I don't know how they did in the first half, but the second half, Bayern Munich looked to be in control. Obviously, Vinny Jr., you're a very wicked man. Oh, Vinicius Jr. is a wicked man. Put a old man, Odogu of Kimmich, you put Odogu inside blender. You twist him, turn him, squeeze him, finish. So Kimmich had to go to Tuchel and say, Tuchel, this guy won't kill me now. What, you not gonna give me help? Anyway, going back to the matter, you had a Real Madrid squad that is, they're just, I understand what Real Madrid brings to the table in regards to them not giving up and them always finding a way to win it. But come on now. Come on, you cannot tell me that you are with the squad that you are given, with a hurricane up top, that you cannot beat this Real Madrid team. First off, you were given a very, very good chance to win it. You were 1-0 up. I think a goal was scored by Alfonso David. A beautiful cut into this right side. Literally places it. Finesse. R2. Inside the right corner. Scores a beautiful goal for you. All you had to do was secure the bag. Real Madrid were tired. They were tired. They literally threw the kitchen sink in the last 5-10 minutes of that game. And what do you do as a coach? And this is one of the reasons why when people are talking about, well, Tuchel is coming back to England, and maybe let us not make, some Chelsea fans are saying, let Tuchel not go back to Man U. Let him go. Let him go. This is pragmatic football. It's uninteresting. It's uninspiring football that is set up. Is one of the biggest reasons that is one of the biggest points of why I felt like I wasn't really mad about him sacking. The timing of the sacking obviously was not ideal. But to be honest, which Tuchel football can you say that you are enjoying, that you have watched and say, this man, they play soccer, he tactics. I literally just finished watching Bayern Leverkusen versus Roma, and God, you have to watch that game. If you miss it, just go and watch it, and then you understand what a coach represents in a team when it comes to tactical play. This might not. I will leave that matter for another time. I will come back to that matter. That's another somebody that gets kudos, a lot of kudos, and we're going to talk about him. But Thomas Tuchel, man, you need to answer for your crimes. So you need to answer for your crimes against football. How can you go into literally have one foot on the necks of on the neck of Real Madrid, and then you take it off. You take off Musiala, you take off Sane, you take off Kane. Your number one goes right, and you come and you are shouting all this offside, the no offside. Real Madrid, shut up. No excuses, man. No excuses. There was no excuse of why you should have lost that game. At the very worst, take it to extra time. The capitulation that happened in Bayern Munich, I cannot excuse it. This is falls all on the shoulders of Tuchel. Let me know if you agree. If I'm just waffling, let me know if I'm waffling. If I'm just talking yarns, let me know. But anyway, moving on to the next candidate. There are two people. We are going to bring them together for this. If it be you, and this one that are getting they're getting their woto. Come forward, Eric Ten Hag and Pochettino. Your judgment is on suspension for Chelsea for what you have done in Chelsea. It's on suspension. We have heard it. It's on hold. Not even suspension. It's on hold. We are going to review and educate your end of season report card. Pochettino is coming. Ten Hag, we know they will fire you. Man U fans, I'll be waiting to talk. If you did not watch my last If It Be You series, go and watch it. Let me know what Man U fans. Let me know what your thoughts are about Eric Ten Hag. But anyway, the reason why I call these two coaches forward is because they are two spectacular talents that are currently in the Dortmund squad that are going to the final. And these two coaches and the people I'm talking about are Sancho and Ian Martin. I'm going to address Ian Martin first, especially with Poch. Ian Martin, as a player, was playing in the championship team, showed a lot of talent, very, very promising, ends up coming into a Chelsea squad during preseason. Poch did not use him at his recognized position. He wants to play left back. Baba Poch will put him on left wing. He will put him calm. He will play this guy out of position and frustrated him all to the point that the guy said, look, Oma, you will not come and kill me here. Let me go to a team that will let me play in my ideal position. Not somebody that will go and be putting me striker next. He loves playing left back, Ian Martin. He goes into a Dortmund squad. He didn't even have to wait. He just slotted straight into the Dortmund team. And I watched his performances, both legs against PSG, and the guy was immaculate. Is it the energy? Is it the technique? Is it the boldness to go against Dembele? He went against Dembele. Dembele did not one time just cook this guy and send him to the market. Dembele is a serial dribbler. He's a very, very clinical person when it comes to finishing, dribbling, and one-on-ones. But Ian Martin was bold enough to stay in that Dortmund squad, hold his side down, and ensure that PSG, I repeat, a whole PSG didn't score one goal. Obviously, it was not down to him. It was a team effort. But when we're talking about the elite talents that he was opposing, like Dembele, this guy held down his own. So Pochettino, Yoruba used to say, "Kilo wato for." I used to say, "Kilo rito for farusowo." Abi Yoruba people connect me. People that will understand Yoruba. What have you seen that you have put the rule on your hand? What is it that you have? What is it that you have seen that you have said that this Yamati cannot play a left back position? Because of him, Cucurella. When when you did not put him in the inverted row, he was out there dancing with his hair as if he's Shakira. Now the poor boy is definitely not going to come back. If they're born in Yamasin, where if you like your future, my brother, don't come back to Chelsea. Just let them sell you. Just go, because they are destroyers of destinies. This Poch is a destroyer of destiny. He wants to destroy your destiny, and you know when God answer your prayer point, you don't go back to the Egypt that God has brought you from. Just stay where you are, enjoy yourself, and start learning how to speak German. The next person that we are going to talk about is Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag, you have to answer for your crimes. You isolated this guy, Jadon Sancho, to the point that we started doubting the talent that is within this guy. Everybody know that Jadon Sancho can ball. But under you, it can't be like, say, Jadon Sancho turned to, who can I even turn him to? Who can I compare him to? He turned to, I don't even know the player to compare him to, but turn into a player that we cannot recognize. Turn into Rashford. Him and Rashford, you can't be like, say, Rashford was past Sam, maybe was past Rashford. Why is it that a talent such as Jadon Sancho couldn't flourish in your system? Forget all this, the period where you say he's not fit enough to play, he did not play your tactics and what. Forget that side. When he was actually playing in a Man United squad, in a Man United team, we never saw Jadon Sancho flourish in such way that he's doing in Dortmund. In Dortmund, he's given the license to be creative, the license to be a one-on-one taker, take people on. If you look at that PSG game, both legs, Jadon Sancho calm down. Do say Hakimi, Nuno Mendes. He said, Nuno Mendes, calm down. I will mess you up. But don't do anyhow. Because if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. And Nuno Mendes, now so they turn him like, say, they turn him like Gary. So, Ten Hag, you have to answer for your crime because you almost wasted this man's talent. If not that he had the insight to say, let me just go back. You know, sometimes they say you don't go back to your exes, but this is the only one situation where sometimes your exes, sometimes they can, maybe God touch their hearts, they give their life to Christ, and you find the happily ever after. So maybe this is one of those situations. I did not say you should go back to your ex, so if you go back to your ex, that's your own problem. But anyway, this is one of those very, very weird situations where a player goes back to their former team and they reignite who they were. They rejuvenate who they were. And they rediscover what makes them so good and so much of an elite talent. So, Ten Hag, you have to answer for your crimes. So, Man U fans, let me know, are you taking Jadon Sancho back? Is he coming back? Because if this guy win medal, you not go pay. Dortmund go ask you for money. Anyway, let's move on to the next candidate for our If It Be You series. Mbappe Oluwadare. Kylian Oluwadare Mbappe. Let me be giving them names. The people that want to. Kylian Oluwadamilare Mbappe. You have to look, Baba. Just go to the river and wash your head. Go and wash your head. Go for deliverance service. Let pastor pray for you because it be like say the thing with the witchcraft that Pogba did for you. He's still following you, my brother. He's still following because let me just count it for you. He started from the World Cup. You know, winner. You know, winner. Second, to another situation, you come into Champions League. How many times have you chased this Champions League glory now? The one time that you are supposed to beat a Dortmund squad, that everybody thought that, PSG, you will bat them aside with the talent that you have. You will bat them aside. You have not won. So, my brother, go and ask, go and pray. Start fasting. If I were you, 50 days fasting, the one that they did for Chelsea, that they got out of their situation. That's the one I'll tell you to embark on. Anyway, let me know, football fans, because I don't know any PSG fans. Football fans, what do you think about this PSG's recruitment? Did they actually? What's going to happen now? Because Mbappe looks like he's definitely going to leave to Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, if I were you, Real Madrid fans, start praying for Mbappe because if you bring that bad luck, this is your Champions League escapade. It be like say go dry up. Anyway, PSG. Let me know what your thoughts are about PSG. Do they restart? Because they've signed a lot of stars. Because all these people that will be shouting 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion for Chelsea. Well, how many stars did PSG sign? PSG signed Skriniar, Hernandez from Bayern Munich. They signed Kolomuani. They signed Ugarte from Sporting Lisbon. They signed Ramos. They just raided the Portuguese league at this point. They signed Vitinha. They signed, who was this signed? King Min-jae. I don't know where that one came from. They just signed a bunch of people. Dembele. They signed, who was this signed? Yeah, they just signed a bunch of people, and yet the coveted competition that they really want to win, they still not been able to attain it. So have they failed this project? Who needs to be fired? Do they restart, or do they just keep the team that they have and don't have any superstar? Because I think the answer to the question is option D or whatever option, the last option I just said. Just leave it, don't have any superstar. Just let them play. Maybe they actually will be able to identify and play as a team. Because there's so much talent in there that's being wasted. That is literally being wasted. Lastly, On this If It Be You episode, we are going to talk about somebody that should get kudos. And we are talking about Xabi Alonso. Xabi, yeah, he's not Temitope is not his middle name, but you get the gist. Xabi Alonso should get a lot of kudos. In fact, this man, he has already won. He should already be the number one person that wins the Manager of the Year for Ballon d'Or. You know the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Bayern and Leverkusen should be the Team of the Year. These people should be a no-brainer. Anybody that win it other than these two people that I talked about, Team of the Year and Manager of the Year, INEC have entered the European voting system. INEC have entered it. I did not say anything. I just said that. I leave my peace where it is. Anyway, Xabi Alonso as a coach, my God, this man is a genius. Is a genius, a tactical mastermind. I've been fortunate to watch Bayern Leverkusen because nobody really watch Bundesliga like that. But I've been fortunate to watch a couple of the Bayern Leverkusen matches, and my God, this man has. When we talk about, so sometimes when we are shouting, what's the identity? Where is the formation? When we are looking at team, when Chelsea is shouting, when Man U fans are shouting, what's the identity? What formation do we play? This is what we are talking about. Yeah, see. Ten Hag, but you go and learn from somebody that is just starting his career. But when you look at Bayern Leverkusen, you can see Alonso's identity. See the way they are moving the ball from the back to the front. Pockets, the way they are playing when they are next to each other. They are picking out spaces, opening up the field, closing it up, making ones. Oh my goodness. Like I said, if you have not watched the Roma versus Bayern Leverkusen, home and away, please go and watch it. Please go and watch it, and you understand why we are giving Xabi Alonso the kudos that he deserves. This man, Xabi Alonso, has the temerity to play sort of his second squad because he did not play his starters. The starters I'm talking about are Florian Wirtz. He did not play Boniface. These are major starters. There are some starters that he did not even play. The only people that he played were the core elements, like your Zaka. Be like Zaka go carry two cup from Arsenal. Arsenal, what are you telling me? Is this Mbappe situation? Okay, let me not go. Let me go too far. Anyway, all he left in there was his core players, but a lot of the players that he had against the Roma versus Bayern Leverkusen game, the second leg, were mostly the people that were on the bench. And my God, somebody I also have to highlight in that game is Frimpong. Is it Jeremy Frimpong? One of his last name is Frimpong. This guy is definitely going this summer. Whoever gets him is getting a very, very dynamic right back. Is it right back he plays? Yeah, right back. But this man can play anywhere. He can play right back, left back. He's so dynamic. Well, that's why I call him dynamic. He reminds me of Cancelo, but a faster version of Cancelo, a more aggressive version of Cancelo, and his technique is none other. This man can go to the right, cross it in. This man can go to the left, shoot with his left. That's how dynamic he is. So he's very, very unpredictable. And watching him play, I don't know. Does he play for the Jam? I say German. Does he play for Ghana? I think he plays for Ghana, right? He represents Ghana. So, Charlie, people, you are building some good things. I'm seeing Frimpong, I'm seeing Kudus. You just need to tell your Ayu brothers that they should retire, because if not, you people will not do anything in any competition. Anyway, I digress. But going back into Xabi Alonso, Xabi Alonso is a man that should, like, this man is about. I don't think people understand the level of historical record this man is going on. This Bayer Leverkusen has not lost one single game, including their last game, which they just played a couple of minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. They were losing 2-0 in 70th minute. My man made two substitutions, or couple of substitutions, and before you know it, they are back 2-2. So that's why I really have to give credit to Xabi Alonso, because he's looking. Because now I think it's Roma versus Atlanta, not Roma, Bayern Leverkusen versus Atlanta in the European League final. He has already locked in the Bundesliga, and then there's the German Cup, which I think is going to wrap up. And there are two games that are left in the Bundesliga competition, which are against teams that I feel like, even with their youth squad, they will beat. So this man is about to achieve the unachievable, which is truly being invincible in all competition. All competition. That is amazing. Anyway, That's all that I have for you today on our episode, on our series of If It Be You. Let me know what your thoughts are about some of the topics that I talked about. If you agree with them, if you disagree, if you see like, Michael, Mike, you have something there, or you have something there, let me know. Remember to comment, share, like, subscribe. If you want to do it in that order, any other order, please share this content. If you love it, if you enjoy it, let me know what your thoughts are. Anyway, that's me. That's all from here right now. See you later. Peace.